What's up everybody, and yes, this video is topic 49, and I know I just uploaded the video just a few days back, but I feel that the current issue, sorry about my messy hair, has triggered me to make a video right now, which is going to be the title of What Are Our Children Learning From? Goodness me, my hair. Now, for this topic, I will be conquering a case study, which is something that is a very recent issue, which the story is this Australian mother is having a hard time because her 9-year-old son has dwarfism and is being bullied at school to a point where a video has gone viral where this boy is sitting in the car crying and contemplating suicide. Very sad story, and when I watched that video, it completely pierced myself because I cannot imagine how bad a bullying situation could go to a point where someone is contemplating suicide. But if you look up on cases online, there are many suicides from children and youths that are linked to bullying, or even if it's not bullying, it starts off with peer pressure. It definitely comes to that point. And I know many people are making the fuss about, oh, feel bad for the mother, feel bad for the kid, stand up against bullying. But when we are talking about standing up against bullying, what kind of focus are we taking on? I'm sure the first thing we do is to feel bad for the victim, which to me is a very natural thing. Everyone feels bad for the victim first. But I have another question. What about those who are bullying the guy? What are our children learning from? It's a big issue. As much as we can feel bad for victims, which I'm sure by human empathy and human natural instinct we do, but the thing is, we're not fixing problems by just comforting victims, because victims will just keep on coming. But the main issue is, what have children been taught today? We are talking about the 21st century, where technology is running wild. People should be improving and making progress, which to me is sad to say, we are only physically making progress. We are not mentally making progress. We boast about social media, but we all know that social media is not making the world closer together. It's actually pulling us apart, where people are being stuck to their phones and addicted to the social media appearance, not the human character. Which brings me to the point. Why do children bully? It's very simple. As much as that they can be straight A students at school, it does not hide the fact that they can be rotten characters inside. You can be a person that sweeps up the best grades in the examinations, but outside the classroom and exam hall, you couldn't care more. You can be so intelligent and high in your IQ, but when it comes to having concern, or at least respecting the people around you, no matter how special of condition they are, no matter what situation they're in, no matter how odd or normal their physical appearance is, do you know how to treat these people? Do you know basic respect? Do you know what are the concepts of loving one another? Which I'm sure, even if you don't have a religion, even if you are not religious, you would agree. We need to be closer to one another. But why has children still resort to bullying? Aren't we supposed to make progress? So as adults, what kind of example are we setting to our younger generation? It's a question that we should be asking ourselves. And I'm not saying I'm holy or I'm very clean. I am guilty of certain actions as well. I'm not putting myself up and saying I'm very, very good. But it's time for all of us to reflect. Every time when we say this, that we say a cuss word, we think that swearing is such a part of normal conversation. What we don't realize is that children around us will pick it up right away. Right away, they'll pick it up. We all know, we can describe the children are like sponges, soft, they absorb anything. Their innocence is what allows them to take in so much unnecessary stuff. We can say that people need filter. But when you talk about kids at that age, what kind of filter do you expect them to have? Even if they have a filter, it's like just a normal basic mesh kind of filter. It's not a kind of very fine filter that filters out everything. It's not something that gives them the empathy to think so much, because at that young age, they learn from what they see and what they hear. We all know that, and I know I'm blurring some things that you already know, and maybe everything I've said until now is already something you already know in your head. But the issue is, if you can't take this seriously, I guarantee some point in the future, this is going to happen again. I guarantee if we don't start reflecting on ourselves and start changing the way we project ourselves to our future generation, we don't have the right to say that our future generation is messed up. We don't. We keep saying the future generation is messed up and all that. But have you ever thought what and where do they learn from? Our actions, our behaviors, every tantrum we throw, every cuss word we say, every overreaction we display. This is what they see. As much as we are not showing in front of them, sometimes a look to the side and they see something, they may think it's okay because, well, grown-ups are doing it, so what's wrong with us doing it? I know that because there are some things that I've learned that they are wrong, but I don't know they're wrong. I do it because I think it's okay, because many people are doing it. So what are we doing to teach next generation? That's all I have to say. We've got one example of a viral video going around on social media on Facebook. Do we want to see this again? Do we have to go to a point where there are more and more people or children committing suicide because of this? It's not something that can be just undone by therapy. It's not something that can be just undone by a few visitations to a doctor. These things scar you for life. Ask any person with an insecurity and they can tell you how certain words, no matter if it's just a few words or a little sentence, it can scar them forever. There are people around you. There are. So I hope for this video, I know I'm ranting, but I hope it serves as a reminder to everyone. Bullying is not okay, 1. 2, start setting good examples. 3, don't blame when you are the cause. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next topic. See you then.